We can also use the idea of percentage increase or decrease to find a new amount. So for example, you could be given a problem where you are told by the amount increased by a certain percent. What is the new value? In this example, you will be using the percent increase or decrease in order to find the new value. Sometimes a percentage increase problem could be asking us to find the new amount, as in this example. In this example, we are given the percent by which the number increases or decreases in these examples. And from there, we are asked to find the new amount. Here's our first example. The problem says the number of students in a class increased by 20%. If the number of students in the class was 45, how many students are in the class now? So we know that there were 45 students in the class first. 45 right here, that was what it was in the class first. And then we know that this amount went up by 20%. So we need to know what is the amount that it went up by. So we do 20% of the 45 in order to find out how much it went up by. So 20% of 45. Remember what this means. It means 20 over 100 times 45. With our simple cancelling out and calculation, this ends up to be 9. Therefore, the amount of students in the class increased by 9. That was a 20% increase. But notice what our question asks. Our question asks, how many students are in the class now? It was 45, it went up by 9. Therefore, the new amount would be the 45 that we had first plus the 9 that it went up by. Therefore, there are now 51 students in the class. Okay, and this is an example of how we can use our percentage increase or decrease to find our new amount. The second example that I will give you will show you an example where we can find a new amount after a decrease. Here's a problem. The problem says the price of oil dropped by 28%. Find the new price of oil if the price before the drop was $85 per barrel. Once again, we know by what percent it went down. So we need to know by what value it went down, by how much money did it actually go down. This becomes 28% of 85. So it went down by 28%, 28% of 85. With our calculations, we can find that out to be $23.80. In a problem like this, since it's dealing with money, a good idea to do with this problem would just to simply do 0.28 times 85 in order to get your calculation as a decimal. Therefore, the price dropped by $23.80. If we're asking for the new price, it was 85. It was 85. And it dropped by $23.80 minus $23.80. When we do this, the new price comes out to be $61.20. All right, therefore, the drop, the 28% drop brought the price of oil to $61.20.